Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. Let's have a look to see the messages that the divine wants you to receive in this timeless reading. As usual, I always remind you that it is important to invite your intuition to be available as I'm doing your readings, because your intuition, actually, I didn't show you what's at the bottom of the cards. You have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the cards. So your intuition will start elaborating on the messages that you're receiving so that this becomes more like a powerful personal reading. At the bottom of the deck, you had the energies of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is what you are currently not seeing at the moment. Okay, so the divine is saying that there is a feeling where some of you, you're really missing the past. You're missing home. If you are separated from your children, you're really missing your children. There is just a feeling of nostalgia that is here. The divine is saying that the feeling of nostalgia is very much important for you to remain balanced, because by looking back at the past, you are not seeing how this is affecting your future. You are not seeing how you are not able to make the necessary steps, how you are not able to plan and think clearly, because your feelings are very much connected about something that happened in the past. For some of you, be like, I don't know. The divine is saying that the card is here for a reason. So there is an invitation to look at the past and to see where there is an entanglement, where your energy keeps on getting pulled to the past, because there is no closure. There is just a situation that needs closure for some of you. So let's have a look to see what else is coming up. You have received two major arcana cards, and the two major arcana cards that are here are interesting because whilst the Chariot is a really good card, I love the energies of the Chariot. But when we're looking at the energies of the Chariot, it can also be a bit challenging. Why challenging? Well, the Chariot, if you think about what the Chariots used to do in the past, they were the soldiers. They were that person who used to have to go out to battle, to fight and win. But when you are out at battle, when you're fighting, it is not comfortable. It is challenging. So the divine is saying that for some of you, you are fighting for something, and do not be afraid to show up and fight for what you rightly deserve, what it is that you want. Do not be afraid of confrontation. Do not be afraid of the energy that you have to put in, because having the energies of the Chariot, the divine is saying that you are being asked to be strategic. And when you allow yourself to be strategic, this is when you are going to win. When you allow yourself to be strategic, this is when you are able to see the situation clearly before you take action. So the divine is saying that for some of you, there is something that you need to take action about. Okay, this could be something connected to your past. There is just something connected to the energies of the Six of Cups. So the divine is saying to you that, listen, before you decide to go and fight for something, before you decide to go and activate this energy that is here connected to the Chariot, it is going to be important for you to step into the energy, first of all, of the Temperance, because there is something that is here connected to the energies of the Four of Swords. So again, as you can see, there is a fight that is here. For some of you, this is a mental fight. This is a mental war. For some of you, there is just something going on with you mentally. And the divine is saying that because there is a lot that is weighing heavy on your heart, on your soul, on your mind, you are not able to think clearly. You are not able to strategize clearly. And for you to have the energy of victory, you must be able to see, strategize, think very, very clearly, right? So the energies of the Chariot is here asking you, what is your strategy? What action are you going to take next? And hang on, before you take that action, take a moment to think, take a moment to analyze the situation and see if that action is going to get you the results that you want, is going to get you the results that you are praying for, because the divine is saying that for some of you, there just could be a temptation to go and take action, but because you haven't thought clearly about what is going to happen next, you could end up in a worse off situation. So the Temperance, allows you to understand that yes, emotions might be running high, but find a way of cooling down your emotions, because by cooling down your emotions and allowing this situation to just have the time that it needs for it to be resolved is going to be important, because there's a victory that is here. Can you see that crown that is here? The victory that is here is connected to you really understanding that you must be balanced. You cannot allow your emotions to spill over and make the situation even more complicated. You cannot just take that knife and go and take action and then regret the action that you've taken. Swords operate on the mental plane. So when I say to you, take that knife and take some action, what I mean is open your mouth and say something, because you're angry, because your emotions have been triggered. You've been triggered by something. And then later on, you're regretting what you've said. So the divine is saying that again, especially if you've got a complicated situation that is currently going on at the moment, because you've received these energies of the Six of Cups, the divine is saying it's important to really think clearly before you take action. When we're looking at the energies of the Four of Swords, in the olden days, before a soldier went out to war, he used to go inside his coffin and spend the night there, just coming to peace with everything. Okay, thinking about, what about if I don't make it back home? What about if I lose this war? Then what? And then when he came home, victorious, being celebrated as the Chariot, he also went back into that coffin to offer gratitude to the divine for bringing him back home safe, to offer gratitude to his guardian angels for watching over him. So the coffin was very important because it allowed that soldier to understand that anything can happen and to become peaceful in whatever happens. So the divine is saying that because you've got a complicated situation at the moment, maybe you haven't spoken to your siblings for quite some time, maybe you haven't spoken to your parents, and now maybe there's a will that you and your siblings are fighting over. There is just something that you're fighting over with someone connected to the past. And because of that, you could just get so angry and you just want to get everything off your chest. You just want to say all these mean things. The divine is saying that it's not going to help. It's not going to help the situation, but instead you're entering a situation with strategy because you've taken the time to think about the future. You've taken the time to come to peace with this situation. Even if you lost, you're still at peace with whatever happens. And because of that, this allows you to be victorious. This is part of your strategy because you are going into your battle, not with your guns blazing, but instead with clarity, with strategy. You know when to strike, how hard to strike, and you know when to reserve your energy and not take any action. And because of that, you are able to journey through difficult situations, because the mountains in tarot are always that difficult, challenging situation. And because you journey through challenging situation, can you see how this water is flowing between the mountains and going to the other side? So you're here, you journey through the difficult, challenging situation, you get to the other side, and you come back home with the crown on your head, being celebrated, being victorious. Now, this reading is not for everyone, but for those of you who are truly experiencing some challenging situation, this reading, watch and listen 1, 2, 3, 4 times, because you're going to be seeing that this reading becomes clearer and clearer and clearer, because the divine is saying that there is just a feeling that is here where something can just happen. You are triggered, you go and take action, and you could be regretting that for a very, very long time. So this is why the divine is saying, make peace with this situation. Whatever outcome comes out, you are peaceful. And because of that, you are able to think clearly. And because of that, this is how you're going to be victorious. And the victory from the Chariot is fast, is quick, is swift. So maybe you're going to court to fight for your children. You're fighting over a divorce. You're fighting over a situation. But because you're calm and collected, the the judges are able to see that you're a very logical person, that you have that emotional maturity that is there. And because of that, you're able to have the victory that you are praying for. So it is not always necessary to come out with your guns blazing, but instead strategy, logic is going to see you winning. So the divine is saying that for some of you, there is just something that is here, because remember we saw the Chariot card. You are able to take some chances, but the chances that you're taking are not reckless. The Chariots were never reckless. So the divine is saying that for some of you, you need to go and take a chance. But again, that chance has to be calculated. You need to see if this chance, this risk is worth taking. But at the same time, the divine is saying that for some of you, you are not taking chances because you're afraid. But it is important for you to go and take that chance, because when you do, you're going to be victorious. Okay, so why are you victorious? Because the divine, your guides, your ancestors, they are telling you that we are watching over you. As you are going into this battle that is here, your guides and your ancestors, they're fearlessly protecting you. They're fighting battles on your behalf that you don't even have any idea that they're fighting on your behalf. So the divine is saying that you are here saying your prayers. You are here really wanting this situation to get resolved quickly. The divine is saying that if you play your cards right, you've already been told how to play your cards right. You're taking the chances when it is right to take chances. You are not afraid because you're remembering that you are the warrior. And as you are the warrior, you are activating a victory connected to our Chariot card. So the divine is saying, hey, this is the sign that you prayed for. If you're asking the divine, will I be victorious? Will the judge give the verdict in my favor? Maybe you're going through a complicated situation at work and you have an appointment or a meeting with your managers to speak about stuff. The divine is saying that again, have strategy. Think about everything that you're going to say. Think about how you are going to react when maybe someone is negatively saying things about you, accusing you about things. You are not losing your cool because you have already listened to this reading and you have a strategy that is here. And because the strategy that is there, you are going to appear wise. You are going to appear grounded. You are going to appear like the verdict needs to come out in your favor. So this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you need your own personal reading done, my website is in the description box below. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.